A very good evening, ma'am. Now you can start the session. Thank you.
Okay. Hari Om and good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Good Hari Om and good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I must thank Sahodaya, Patna, Jamshedpur for giving the opportunity. I welcome all to the session on capacity building program on life skills. I begin with a short prayer. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम Today's session is on life skills. I'm going to handle rather discuss about talk about these topics: introduction, vision, objectives, aim of education, importance of life skills, introducing life skills, transacting life skills, impact of emotions, and above all, role of teachers. Okay. Now, the vision. Children are the cream of our generation. They are the rulers and makers of tomorrow. Upon them depends the future of our nation and the safety of our culture and tradition. So let us give children a healthy physical and mental atmosphere so that they grow well. I think in this slide you can see the water flowing. Definitely it's a river, you can say, and there's a big stone over there. Like the water has to the water not has to the water will cross over the stone and will continue its flow. Similarly, we need to guide our children how they can face challenges in life, and this can happen if we insert life skills in the children. That is very, very important. The progress of any nation depends on the education policy, and NEP 2020 speaks about the holistic development of children. Life skills develop an education system deeply rooted in Indian ethos, which has capability to provide high quality education. NEP has two fundamentals. Number one, how to raise the standard of living and how to raise the standard of life. In this life skill also we'll be talking about that how the children can raise their academic performance and how they develop life skill, which is very, very important. Children, it is Gurudev said, children are not a vessels to be filled in, but a lamp to be lit. They are not careless or useless, but they are careless and useless by all of us. So it is important on our part that we give them right type of education. So the NEP 2020 speaks about all the aspects. The curriculum and pedagogy must develop a sense of respect towards fundamental duties and constitution of India and have a deep bond with the country. Develop a sense of pride and respect for the country and be responsible citizens for human rights, sustainable development, global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. Life skill is very, very important. It's none of us are spared from the storms of life. But if we choose our storms, stressful, we cannot come out of that. Idea is we need all of us no doubt, all of us encounter failure, rejection, and disappointment. Doesn't matter. Such experiences are painful, but they only teach us a lesson for life. So it is very important on our part that we guide children that how they should handle life, how they should face the challenges. And this can happen if we insert, if we inculcate, and if we right type of education and guide them to develop life skills. Again, objective and aim of the session is holistic development. Holistic development speaks of proper physical, mental, intellectual, spiritual development, and above all, to inculcate a feel of patriotism, inculcate a feel pride for the culture, Indian culture, and ultimately let them be global citizens. I would like to say here, that in school the lessons are taught first and the tests come later, but in life we see that the tests come first and the lessons are learned later. So the aim of education should be to prepare the students to face the challenges of life, and that is talking about developing life skills, that speaks of thinking skill, social skill, emotional skill, developing healthy decision making ability, in healthy handling emotions, imbibing positivity, anger management, and above all, inculcating value system. Because living the right values of life is like building a dam across a river. You know, human values are forever, and we teachers are like the lighthouse. Okay, and we who show the right path to the children. So human values are forever. They are the roots of the society. You know, values lived become virtues, and that becomes life skill. They, if they control their anger, wow, they have won the half battle. Life, you know, life, life empowered with skills. So these are the social skills that we need to imbibe in our children. No, it is not. Very importantly, it said it is not what you do for children, but what you have taught them to do for themselves that will make them successful human beings. They need to be successful in life. Success is not money. Success is how they enjoy peace, and not only that, how they are equipped to face the challenges of life. As I said, life is full of challenges. It's very difficult. Okay. And here, let not the past dictate you. Let not the future carry you away. Live in present and make the best of life. That is important. And it is our role that we need to, imbibe correct skills in the children. You know, just to sustain life is no life. Let them set the goal of life. Rest not till it is attained. In life, you know, life is not for serving, not for acquiring. It is for service to man, it's service to God. Let us inculcate in children so that they become a good human being. You know, as already I said, living the right values of life is like building a dam across the river. But who will make the dam? We, the teachers. So values plus attitude will enhance life skills. The primary aim of education is not to enable to do well in school, but to help them do well in lives. As already I said, that in the school, we teach the lesson and then take the test. But in life, first comes the test, then the lessons learned. So why not to imbibe children with correct, responsibilities and life skills so that they can face the challenges of life. You must have read about that. Arjuna, when confronted by the huge army of the Kauravas, was on the verge of surrendering. It was then Lord Krishna, by his motivational advice, saved him from collapsing. Swamiji calls it Arjuna disease and Krishna treatment. Believe me, all the students are suffering from disease. That is Arjuna disease. They are very small. They don't know. छोटी सी बात होती है. They are dejected. But that should not happen. We teachers must give as Krishna treatment. Okay. The youth of today is bubbling with enthusiasm. Okay. The negative forces outside, okay, are getting stronger. So we need to imbibe in children the right type of value education, value-based education, so that they can live the lives they live in outside the school is better. I tell you, when, long back, I am from Chinmaya, Jamshedpur. Long back, our chairman had said, the school is just the way the children walk on the road, the way the children talk on the road, means how they lead life. And that is because of correct imbibing life skills. And I'm very happy this NEP 2020 has covered all these aspects. Perspective building on life skills. Life skills are abilities. Okay. Life skills are abilities to be adaptive and positive behavior that enables individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges. The abilities, what abilities that will help them to be successful and living a productive life. They need to live a productive life. Life skills include, psychological, sociological, competencies, and above all, interpersonal relationships. They'll help them to make to take decisions, solve problems, think critically, creatively, and communicate effectively. That's life skill. Life skill is, how we imbibe in children the various traits so that they can handle the problems. This is very important. Life skills are abilities that facilitate the physical, mental, emotional well-being of the. Already I said about that it is how they should handle themselves emotionally, how they should grow physically, and above all, mentally. All these can be step by step. These can be guided. Adaptive means that the person should be flexible in approach. That is very important. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Positive behavior is that a person is forward looking. Okay, and even in challenging situation, as I showed you, the water crosses the rock. Similarly, the students, they need to cross all the ordeals. This is very, very important aspect of life skill. Now, livelihood or occupational skills. Okay, again, I come back to NEP 2020 a little. NEP 2020 has two aspects. Okay, to raise the standard of life and to state the standard of living. Very important. Standard of life speaks about livelihood skills, how they can be academically strong, how they can, develop various traits so that they can earn their livelihood. It's very important. And another is for livelihood, they need to, imbibe better education. And not only that, they need to develop vocational skills. Why? Because that refers to capabilities, resources, and opportunities to pursue. Okay. And life, the standard of life speaks about life skills. That life skill speaks about how they can develop various traits into them, how they can live life positively, how they can be a good personality of an adult, which has roots in childhood and the shoots in the youth. Okay, the basic human values, truth, right conduct, peace, love, all these need to be inculcated in the children. No doubt we have wonderful ideas, but the instrument of mind is not available. Okay, failure is not due to lack of ideas, but to lack of proper expression. The mind is the instrument which translates into action the ideas which are already in the intellect. So the two aspects, livelihood and life skills. Livelihood speaks about vocational and occupational skills, and life skill speak about the traits. It gives right thinking. It talks about how we should use intellect. It's important. We must train our mind towards right thinking and correct diligent activity. That is life skill. How mind can think better. So we must train the mind. So Swamiji said, training the mind is essence of education. So we are talking two skills, livelihood skills and life skills. Livelihood skills talk about vocational and occupational that helps to earn the, not only money, that helps them to survive in this world. And life skills, they guide for the right direction, because good thoughts and noble action add to their personality. That's life skill. Okay. Now, life skills I have selected some abbreviations. Okay, if you want you can click or you can find your own abbreviations. Logic. What is life skill? Logical thinking. We need to be logical. Interpersonal relationship, how we can develop relationship. Fitness, physical fitness, mental fitness. Physical fitness we all pay attention to. What about mental fitness? That is equally important. Empathy, we need to empathize. Self-awareness, we should know our strong points and weak points. Work on strong points and weak point. We should try to slowly come out of that. And that should be a strength. Okay, weak doesn't mean, okay, that you cannot do anything. You can do wonders, and weak points should be taken care. Kindness, I for independence. Independence in, it is not only that, yes, we got independence. Independence in thought, independence in working, how we can work independently, how we can give back to the society. That is very good. We need to focus on the competencies. Very well said. लेटरल थिंकिंग, लीडरशिप, सेल्फ स्टीम. कहते हैं ना, हमारे में अभिमान नहीं लेकिन स्वाभिमान होना चाहिए. अभिमान नहीं होना चाहिए, घमंड नहीं होना चाहिए, स्वाभिमान होना चाहिए, एंड दैट इज सेल्फ स्टीम। एक छोटी सी बात याद आ गई मुझे। एक बार एक ऐसा हुआ कि एक जगह पे दो राजा थे, काशी के राजा और अयोध्या के राजा। दोनों ने बोला कि दोनों को एक नैरो पुल पार करना था, और किंग ऑफ काशी सेड, वाओ, वी नीड टू क्रॉस द ब्रिज बिकॉज वी आर द किंग्स। और अयोध्या के राजा ने कहा, ये हम हैं, हम पहले दूसरों को रास्ता देते हैं। व्हाट्स लाइफ स्किल, व्हाट इज बेटर, हाउ टू बी हम्बल, दैट्स लाइफ स्किल। ह्यूमिलिटी कैन टेक आउट द वर्क। We need to be, that's a very important life skill. So these are all life skills. There could be many I'll be talking about, but more important is how to handle situation. These are the 10 life skills identified by self-awareness. That includes the recognition of self. ऐसा मैंने कहा, self-awareness. हमारे में क्या कमी है? What are we? Developing self-awareness can help us recognize when we are stressed, under pressure. How can we handle pressure? It all depends on the mental strength. That is very important. Okay, it's often, prerequisite of effective communication and interpersonal relations. You should be aware कि आप कैसे लोगों से बात करते हो, how you handle them. Empathy is required to develop a successful relationship. Without empathy, our communication with others, wow, it's one-way traffic. It cannot happen. Okay, critical thinking is an ability to analyze information and experiences. Creative thinking is a novel way of seeing or doing things. Creative, innovation, decision making, how to take decision, okay, in the difficult situation, problem solving, interpersonal relationship, and I would like to stress upon effective communication. Communication, sometimes it may be aggressive, sometimes, but it may be passive, but idea is, it can be aggressive, it can be submissive, it can be assertive. Communication should be assertive. हम जो कहते हैं हमें इसमें विश्वास है. And I would like to mention here that teaching is one of the most responsible professions in the world. A country with good teachers will always be on the fast track of development. So to communicate with the students better, we need to connect. This communication is very important. Let us command respect from the students. Okay, teachers who are excellent communicators are respected by the students. And here your attitude also matters. That the students are very clever, वो आपके चेहरे को देखते हैं. My teacher is happy or angry. How is she behaving? ये सारी बातें बहुत important है. So it's very important that we need to communicate well with the children. See, these are social skills, social life skills, social skills, emotional skills, thinking skills, life skills, thinking skills. Again, I spoke about these already. I spoke about only these have been divided. Thinking skills are self-awareness, problem solving, decision making, critical thinking. I spoke about social skill. I always highlight social skill. How you handle yourself socially is important. How your colleagues think of you, how your friends think of you. Similarly, students also, how they develop social skill that we need to, I tell you, you are the best role model. Okay, बच्चे जैसा आपको देखेंगे, they will follow you. Okay, it is very, very important. So, emotional skill, managing emotion is very, very important. How we can manage emotion, how we can develop resilience in students. I'll tell you short, Ram, Sita and Lakshmana always enjoyed the, comforts. Okay, but they had to go for exile for, 14 years. Okay, so now they went off. But had Rama and Sita remained in Ayodhya, we may never have seen their resilience and compassion that they demonstrated. Similarly, through examples of, our books and the stories, we can talk about emotional skills, thinking skills. So I spoke about self-awareness, that is recognition of self, our character. Problem solving is dealing with problems in our lives. As I said, ऐसा नहीं कि समस्याएं आती नहीं हैं, लेकिन हमें समस्याओं से कैसे लड़ना है, ये हमें बच्चों को बताना है. That skill we need. The best example I will tell you, the students, they don't want to study. उनको पढ़ने का मन नहीं करता है. क्यों? बहुत पढ़ाई कठिन लगती है. But at the same time, how we can guide them for studies? नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो क्या होगा? 9 के बाद they will jump. 10 के बाद वो कूदना शुरू करेंगे. तो ऐसे में why not to guide them that they need to study, they should face अरे कुछ नहीं होगा, तुम एक साल पास नहीं हुए ना, कोई बात नहीं, अगले साल मेहनत कर लेना। वो कहा भी गया है उन्होंने, जब तक हमारे अटल बिहारी जी ने, जब तक सफल न हो तुम, नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष मैदान का छोड़कर मत भागो तुम, कुछ किए बिना जय जयकार नहीं होती, मेहनत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती है। तो बच्चों को हमें गाइड करना है, मेंटली गाइड करना है, मोटिवेट करना है, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट। यस, somebody said focusing on competencies, very well said। यस यस, हम लोग क्या कहते हैं स्कूल में, अरे पढ़ाई में बहुत कमजोर है, इसे हटाओ ना ना, हमें उसे हटाना नहीं है, हमें उसी को, उसकी अच्छाइयों को देखना है। नॉट नेसेसरी चाइल्ड नॉट गुड इन स्टडीज कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग, ही कैन बी गुड प्लेयर, ही कैन बी गुड सिंगर, ही कैन डू सोशल सर्विस। ऐसा होता है। आई गिव एन एग्जाम्पल, ऐसा स्टूडेंट था, कुछ पढ़ता लिखता नहीं था, हम लोग सब परेशान थे और बहुत उल्टे पल्टे काम भी करता था, बट नाउ ही इज इन नासा। यू नो, उसकी इंटेलिजेंस को एक टीचर ने उसकी इंटेलिजेंस को समझा, उसको गाइड किया और आगे लड़का आगे बढ़ गया। सो अगर हमने जिंदगी में एक बच्चे को भी सुधार दिया और गलत कदम उठाने से बचा लिया, वी आर डन। तो हमें बच्चों में सही सोच को उभारना है। डिसीजन मेकिंग, जो बच्चे पास नहीं होंगे, चलो लेट अस जंप, नो, वेरी वेल सेड, कॉम्पिटेंसीज, हमें उनकी कॉम्पिटेंसी, NEP 2020 also speaks about focusing on competencies। यस, गुड इन द इंडिविजुअल, वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छी बात कही आपने। नॉट ओनली टीचर्स, हमें अपने फ्रेंड्स में भी देखना है कि हमारे अच्छे, उनके अच्छाइयों को देखना है। नॉर्मली हम किस में बिजी रहते हैं, सॉरी टू से दैट, जूसी टॉक्स में, वो नहीं करना है हमें। टू क्रिएट हैव गुड एग्जाम्पल, गलतियां किसमें नहीं है, होती हैं, फॉरगेट द मिस्टेक्स, लुक फॉर द पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट इन एवरीवन। इससे क्या होगा, अगर आप ऐसा करोगे तो आपके स्टूडेंट्स भी, दे विल सी द पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट्स, बहुत खुश होंगे। Okay, they will be very happy. They will deal constructively with the students, analyzing information and experiences in objective. Yes, creativity find out. We need to find, very well said, Manju Singh. Creativity we need to find out. Thinking, creativity, yes. Novel way of seeing or doing things. Fluency, flexibility, originality, elaboration. These are, building stones. These are guiding factors. Creative. कहते हैं दिमाग की बत्ती जली, हमें बच्चों को आंसर नहीं देना है। यहाँ मैं बताऊं, हमारे स्कूल में एक मैथ्स टीचर थे, ही इज नो मोर नाउ, बट ही वाज वेरी गुड। वो क्या करते थे, क्लास में जाते थे, सवाल लिखते थे, ही विल राइट फर्स्ट स्टेप एंड द लास्ट स्टेप, और बच्चों को बोलेंगे बच्चों बनाओ। बच्चे कहते क्या सर, आपने नहीं बताया, पहला स्टेप और लास्ट स्टेप बता दिया। लेकिन अब हम लोग रियलाइज करते हैं कि बच्चों की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल, एनालिटिकल स्किल और क्रिएटिव स्किल को टैप करते थे। यस, अगर हम सब कुछ रेडीमेड मिलेगा तो हम बच्चे कहाँ बढ़ेंगे आगे। डोंट गिव देम एनीथिंग रेडीमेड, एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी अर्नड। So it's very important. Okay, now social skills, already I spoke about interpersonal relationship, relating in positive ways. Okay, with people we interact, very important। आप जानते हो, पहचान, whatever it is, but interaction has to show your relationships, interpersonal relationships। बच्चों में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आती में, समय की कमी में थोड़ा जल्दी कह रही हूँ, आगे बढ़ना है, लेकिन मैं देखूंगी, आपको एग्जांपल देके बताऊंगी दैट यस, द टीचर नीड्स टू बी इनोवेटिव, वेरी ट्रू। मेकिंग एंड कीपिंग फ्रेंडली रिलेशनशिप, अक्सर बच्चों में लड़ाइयाँ होती हैं। द स्कूल, वो स्कूल, मैंने पहले भी कहा, जिसके बच्चे दे टॉक वेल ऑन द रोड इज द बेस्ट स्कूल। सॉरी टू से दैट, व्हाट इज द बेस्ट प्लेस इन द स्कूल? Bathrooms, where the all fighting happen, all scores are settled. Okay, similarly scores are settled on the road also. So why not we teachers guide them and how they can maintain positive relationships, healthy relationship. Yes, Manju, we need to create healthy environment so that they can have healthy relationship. Let us maintain good relations with the family members. अगर खत्म भी दोस्ती करनी है, shake your hand and relationship finish constructively, ताकि मन में कोई गलत भावना ना रह जाए। That is it. So social skill is very important. Effective communication, I spoke about that. Communication is very important, verbally, non-verbally। अगर आप टीचर क्लास में जाते हैं वेरी एंग्री, when the students can make out, oh my God, my teacher is very angry. Similarly, when a child is not in a good mood, why cannot we teachers look into that? क्यों ना बच्चे को बुला के पूछाओ, बच्चे बताओ क्या हो गया तुम्हें? I'm there for you, don't worry. Okay, so like we expect from the students, we should also reciprocate. Yes, we should reciprocate. हमें पता करना है कि बच्चे को ऐसा क्या हुआ, वो क्यों दुखी है, क्यों नाराज है, क्यों एंग्री है, what is the reason? So as a teacher, our role is very, very important. Expressing opinions and desires, हम अपनी opinion तो बच्चों को बता देते हैं, but उनका क्या, उनसे भी हमको पूछना है. Let them be able to ask for advice and help in time of need. We teachers are shelters. Let us empathize. Very important. We should never insult the students in the class. नाराजगी है, बच्चे को डांटना है, call him after school, speak to him, and analyze situation and close. Rather, talking in front of all. Okay, seeing with the eyes of, that is empathy. हम नहीं चाहते कि हमें कोई उल्टा बोले सबके सामने. बच्चा क्यों चाहेगा? खासकर teenagers, they don't like it. Okay. Managing emotions, I will talk a little more about that. Recognizing emotions within us and others. Let us be aware of how emotion, word emotion, आप इसमें ई हटा दीजिए तो क्या बचा? Motion. Okay. Good emotions, motion. Emotions make us walk forward. Okay. They bring motions. They guide us, okay, for the right direction, or wrong direction. You can see the faces. So let us be aware of emotions and how these influence behavior. Thank you, Mahesh. Anyhow, thank you. Being able to respond to emotions appropriately, recognizing the sources and effects of stress. Stress तो बहुत है. स्ट्रेस तो बहुत है. आपको भी स्ट्रेस है सेशन करने का, बच्चों को स्ट्रेस है पढ़ने का, प्रिंसिपल को स्ट्रेस है रिजल्ट्स का. तो हम बच्चों के स्ट्रेस की चिंता करें और उन्हें गाइड करें how they can come out of the stress. Okay, and relax. I tell you, हमारे स्वामी चिन्मयानंद जी ने कहा, कोई भी कठिन स्थिति आती है, एक बात याद रखो, this will pass away. कोई बात नहीं, अच्छा समय भी नहीं रहता है और बुरा समय भी नहीं रहेगा. So let us, understand how we can cope up, okay, with situation. हमें अपने तरीके ढूंढने हैं. All these skills are interrelated and reinforce each other. Together, they are responsible for, okay, psychosocial and competence, build our self-esteem and self-efficacy, nurture holistic development. This is the message. Now, key to success. The more, life skills, if they are happy, they are mentally relaxed, or वो innovation में है, your teachers, a school is good because of the teachers. Good teachers make good schools. And if you insert, life skills, that will promote positive attitudes and behavior, improves communication abilities, healthy decision making, preventive negative and high risk behavior. Example, bell has gone. Everybody wants to go, but the student should know that let us go in a line. Very simple thing. Break time. Let us go in a line. ये healthy decision है बच्चों का. They can communicate. Okay, sorry, excuse me, can I go? ये सारी बातें हमें बच्चों को बतानी है. Teachers anger control, life skill, how they can control their गुस्सा. बहुत गुस्सा आता है, खासकर आजकल टीनेजर्स को. Oh my God, they look for the opportunities, how to hit. Oh, this is bad, but how we can guide them to control anger? I will tell you in a few next slides. Increases self-esteem and self-confidence, improves academic performance. If they are mentally satisfied, they will do well in academics. And if they are good in academics, life skills will be, So NEP 2020 has two parameters, standard of living, standard of life. Standard of life depends on life skills, and standard of living depends on, how they earn the livelihood. Okay. So how do life skills help? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Bablu. Good. Thinking skills will demonstrate the ability to be original, imaginative, and flexible, to raise questions and think critically, identify and analyze, implement a thought or decision, to feel comfortable. Social skills, they also allow us to demonstrate and identify, how we handle in the society we handle, to get along with others without prejudices, take criticism constructively, to communicate effectively. Important. Emotional skills, identify causes and effects of stress on oneself, develop use multifaceted strategies to deal with stress, to express and respond to emotions. Okay. Now, key message: life skills are integral part of life. Already spoke about life skill ability to identify. I highlight part 2. Okay. To meet the challenges of life, optimize opportunities to live a healthier, happier, productive, and fulfilling life. Managing life skills is the ability to identify, this is very important, ability to identify and express and solve the problems. Okay. Now, transacting life skills, how? Life skills are developed as a result of constructive processing of information, impression, encounters, and experiences, both individual and social, that are part of one's daily life and work. And just a minute. And the rapid changes that occur in life. Okay. Ask, role of teachers, very, very important. Ask for justification of ideas. Pose thought-provoking questions. Stimulate critical thinking. As I gave example of my teacher, he will give first step and the last step. बैठो, करो. Yes, Manju, communication skills are very necessary. Stimulate critical thinking. Let them tap. Creating a friendly, supportive, stimulating, and structured learning environment. School has to do this. Catering to the need of all students, promoting mutual respect, encouraging collaboration. Above all, community action in school. Let us take community into our fold. Then only thing can work better. Now, how to technique of life skills. Self-awareness, I will just go through effective communication, managing emotions, problem solving, critical thinking, decision making, coping with stress, empathy, creative thinking, interpersonal relationship. This already I spoke about. Now, managing emotions. Oh my God, emotions are natural feelings. They are not good or bad. How they are projected is important. Electricity, wire. Okay, if there is current, touch the wire. What will happen? And if there is no light, touch the wire. It all depends how, when and how we touch the wire. Similarly, how the emotions are expressed. That is, let us divinize emotions. That is very, very important. Okay, let us divinize emotion. People who lack emotional self-regulation, my God, nobody likes, negative people. So we should be positive. बहुत डांटना भी है, कुछ कहना भी है. Speak in such a polite way that the person gets the message. Okay, and emotionally, don't thank Sunita. Okay, don't. This is how do I manage anger? Your triggers for anger, frustrated, desires. क्यों गुस्सा आता है? Because हमारी इच्छाएं पूर्ति नहीं हुई. Managing emotions, feel of negative emotions, hurt, grief, you can have in the classroom, you can have role play with this, pick up a, case study and tell the students to role play. The effects, bad effects of anger and good effects of being cooperative. Emotions, उनको emotion collage बनाइए, a common topic, I message, how they can manage anger. Let them make a collage. Okay, let them be positive. No, anger control. This is, just remember ACTS. A stands for aware of your anger signals, control your response, talk about the situation in a calm manner, solve the problem through a mutually agreeable plan, empathize. These are, you remember ACTS, हमेशा इसको याद रखिए. Okay, be aware, हमें गुस्सा क्यों आने वाला है. Control your response. बोलने के पहले सोचना, हमें समय मिला अगर, तो मैं आपको एक दिखाऊंगी that how you can judge yourself, your emotional intelligence. I'll see if I get time. Okay. Now, emotional balance, atmosphere of security, teacher, mother, behavior, sensitivity. Let us be sensitive towards the feeling of students. Let us handle negative emotions. Counseling is very, very important. If we want our students to be emotionally balanced, we need to counsel them. Let us personality trait assessments. Let us collect stories, poem for the assembly, value education. Okay, yes, Manju, words have great impact. And above all, teacher's word. Oh my God, टीचर्स वर्ड इज ब्रह्म वाक्य। गुरु ब्रह्मा दो खड़े काको लागू पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपनो जिन गोविंद दियो बताए। कि टीचर्स की जो बात होती है वो तो ब्रह्म वाक्य होती है, उसको बच्चे टाल ही नहीं सकते हैं। सो आवर रोल बिकम्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। Emotional development is balanced development. Okay, thereby helps him to live in harmony. Why? Why emotional balance? So that they can live in harmony. Kindness to people, birds, animals. Okay, kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and blind can see. These are some, activities. I'm not going to just, you can, if you want, you can write down activities only and plan your way. You can have a discussion. Okay, can be large or small group. Debate, आप लोग करते होंगे, you must be doing debates also. Role play is very important. Please have at least one role play in your subject, very important. Brainstorm, storytelling is wonderful. Okay, the way you tell the story and way you speak about is very important. Storytelling has a deep impact. Drama, okay, this also can be done. Case studies, you can pick up a case study. Okay, a child could not do well in the examination. That is a case study. What can happen? Tell the students, they can do it. You can plan. I'm not giving you any case study. You can plan your case studies and tell the students to create situation and do the role play. Miming, acting without words by gesture. This also you must be doing. It has an impact. But here, what I want to say that in this 21st century skills, everything is added. Poetry and recital, compositions which capture events, themes, situations in a expressive manner, used in communicating feelings, open opinions, ideas, habits can be in the form of songs, recitation. सबसे अच्छी बात है आप बच्चों को songs के लिए कहिए. If they sing a song, let release the tension. Okay. जैसे हम कई बार एक छोटी सी बात याद आ गई, हम लोग जैसे कुछ अगर गलत काम बच्चे करते हैं, उनको ये बताना है, कोई देखे या ना देखे अल्लाह देख रहा है, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, भले बुरे सा, मैं तो गा नहीं रही, मुझे आता नहीं है, भले बुरे सारे कर्मों को देखे और दिखाए. You can have the poems, you can have anecdotes, you can have stories. Idea is how you can imbibe positive vibes in the children. That is important. Games करवा सकते हो, working in small groups, okay, simulations, imitation or enactment as of something anticipated. Okay, songs and dances, I already spoke about. It has a good impact. Okay, you find out a good singer in the class. Okay. Yeah, we should know. Idea है, our eyes should check. हमारी आंखें जो होनी चाहिए बच्चों पे होनी चाहिए. हमें उनको पहचानना है. We need to identify them. कई बार अगेन आई विल से बहुत एक कम समय है, 1 घंटा. मैं एक छोटी सी बात बता रही हूँ. देयर वाज अ चाइल्ड इन अ क्लास एंड द टीचर वाज ऑलवेज एंग्री विद द चाइल्ड एंड विल से प्लीज गेट आउट ऑफ द क्लास. बच्चे को हमेशा बाहर निकाल देती थी. एक बार वंस अपॉन अ टाइम द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द स्कूल सॉ दैट व्हाई द चाइल्ड इज ऑलवेज स्टैंडिंग आउटसाइड. अगेन ही टोल्ड द टीचर टू गेट द चाइल्ड इनसाइड. उस बच्चे ने क्या किया, दोनों हाथों को अपने हिप्स के नीचे रखा. क्यों रखा? बिकॉज उसके हाथ जो थे हमेशा ड्रम बजाते रहते थे. प्रिंसिपल ने कहा कम टू माई रूम. ओ माई गॉड, माई डे इज डन. बच्चे ने सोचा. बट ही वेंट टू द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफिस एंड द प्रिंसिपल टुक आउट 2 स्मॉल स्टिक्स. अरे मुझे मार पड़ेगी. नो 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 नो. उन्होंने उसको दिया और कहा यू प्ले द ड्रम्स. डू यू नो यू कैन प्ले द ड्रम्स? नो सर. एंड द बॉय वाज द बेस्ट ड्रमर. The principal identified कि टीचर के डर से बच्चा, टीचर बाहर निकाल देती हैं, अब बच्चा हाथ पीछे कर लेता है. Why? Because he had urged to play the drums. वो नहीं खेल सकता था. Idea is हमें देखना है who is a good athlete, who is a good singer, okay, and who is a good singer, athlete, who is a good artist. You have to find out who can speak well, who is good in games, who is good in quiz, okay, who is good in writing. That is, एक दिन में ऐसा नहीं होगा. You need to look for, yes, every child is unique and you find out the uniqueness of the child. That is important, okay? Now, enhancing life skills through story, ये मैं बता चुकी. You can enable participants use stories, okay? For enhancing life skills, techniques, you can also, I tell you, अब तो pandemic ने बहुत कुछ सिखा दिया बच्चों को. Okay, उनको बोलिए PPT बनाएं, give them a topic. बच्चे बहुत अच्छे, हम लोगों से better प्रेजेंटेशन बना के लाएंगे और बहुत खुश होंगे, वाओ माय टीचर लाइक्ड माय प्रेजेंटेशन, आई विल सी व्हाट कैन आई डू नेक्स्ट टाइम. Allow them to make PPT, any subject, Hindi, English, math, science, social science. Allow them. Stories from Panchtantra उनको बताइए, lives of great men उनको बताइए. See, this is very interesting. I think you will like it, and you should apply also. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Once upon a time, we should talk about stories. Know the cleaning lady. Once upon a time, there was a lady who was who would clean the school. And once the teacher gave a questionnaire, "Arey bhai, what is the name of the cleaning lady?" Nobody could answer that. Then the child said, "Madam, can you leave that question blank?" Just before the class ended, one student asked if the last question is compulsory. Absolutely. So in your career, you will meet people. All are significant. ये बच्चों को बताना है. एक स्कूल में जब आप जाते हो, who greets you? Watchman. Who greets you? School auntie. Okay. If they greet, then why not we should know the name? Science and science will, give them some problems that will develop analytical ability. आज ही मैंने पढ़ा. Okay. In science, I'm sure you all love cricket. Okay, and you see how the bowler bowls. Here, I would like to mention that fast bowlers, okay, applies with the Newton's first law. Newton का पहला नियम क्या कहता है? It says the Newton's first law of Newton says that how the things can be stagnant, law of motion. Okay, and second law is law of momentum. That means law of momentum is equal to motion into velocity. The player's run-up gives momentum to the speed. Okay, his energy flares up. His energy goes up when he starts running. Okay, his feet, his back, his shoulders give him energy. Okay, so Sima, you can give such examples. Mathematics also, how they can develop logical abilities, creativity. Already we have spoke about. In the art, you make some groups in the class. Okay, and tell them to do something. That will be creativity. They will work how to handle in the peer group, how to work in the group. That is very important. Identify 5 lessons in each subject. सब मत कीजिए, पूरे साल में आप 5 lessons चुन लीजिए जिसमें आपको how to develop. I give example of science. Now next time when you watch cricket, remember me. The fast bowler picks up the ball. Newton's first law. Ball is stagnant. Ball is not moving, but he's moving. His body is giving momentum. And then you throw the ball with full speed of, with energy of legs, belly, shoulders, everything. And of course, mind. So how he has developed. Okay. So please do that. Okay. So think of a story poem. बच्चों को कहानी लिखने के लिए कहिए. Let them make 4 groups. One group should start a story. Second should complete. Third, all imaginations. That will help them. Okay. See, we need to flare up the imagination. That's life skill. Very important. Now, while understanding, Nazium students develop their empathetic and analytical skills. While learning about speed, distance, as I gave an example, they improve the problem-solving skills. It is not only a game, but let the children think that how is applying science. Okay. While writing some composition, they refine their creative skills. Okay. The key message is select relevant age-appropriate content, identify the life skills to be focused. Let me see the time, how much time is left? 44, okay. Identify, thank you so much, Shalini. Involve learners in activity. Life skills development enhancement should be over a period of time. आपको इसमें समय चाहिए. Things cannot change overnight. You need time. Age development, you have to plan out life activity, 3 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 14, 15 to 18. Like 15, 18, take 3 to 5, develop love, affection. They should love. Okay. 5 to 10, give them some etiquettes. Okay. Values, imbibe. 10 to 14, let them know the world is beautiful and how they can handle the world. 15 to 18, let them ask questions. Okay. You can plan out. I just gave up, again it stands with 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. You can plan out. Okay. You have to plan out activities. You have to plan out. A child's socio-emotional needs. He wants to be safe, to be loved. Every child, as I told, love and sense of self-worth, to receive attention and feel important, to have a sense of control and predictability, to recognize and handle strong feeling. Let us not talk about the negativity. बच्चे में क्या अच्छाई है, tap that and move forward. Yes, no should be ignored. Very well said. हमें राधा सबसे जो पीछे बच्चे बैठते हैं उन पे ध्यान देना है कि आप कमजोरी, हमको उसको उसकी अच्छाई को देखना है and we need to tap them. No, a child's heart of connecting, to recognize and handle strong feelings, to have a sense of power. बच्चे को सोचना है कि मैं हूं ना, yes, I am there in the world. Let everybody recognize me. देखिए, who doesn't want recognition? Even a child wants that. And what as a teacher we can do, we need to do. Okay? Let and feel independent, competent. We are talking about competency by Manju so many times. It's very important. To be engaged in stimulating pursuit. मैं क्या अच्छा करूं? They should keep on their thinking caps on. उन्हें सोचते रहना है. To enjoy the relationships and have a sense of belongingness. Meeting social, what teachers can do. Let us believe them. Let us develop emotional skill. All these already I spoke about. ठीक है, next. Emotions are social skill. Treat yourself. Manage stress. Very important. Keep smiling. Shed ego. Peer sharing. Learn to flow with time is very, very important. Be optimistic. Path opens. Be kind to yourself. You know yourself better. Okay? Managing emotions is an integral part of life. Abilities to be developed. Meet the challenges of life and optimize opportunities to live a healthier, happier, productive, and fulfilling life. Ability to identify, express, empowered with skills, logical, what to do, why to do, how to do, when to do, is very, very important. See, emotional intelligence, recognize their emotions, manage their emotions, regulate them, empathize, manage their emotions. Impediment is lack of emotional literacy. So we need to be emotionally literate. Means we should develop the capacity that to know the emotions of the child. जब बच्चा आपके चेहरे को देख के पढ़ सकता है, why cannot you? Why cannot we as a teacher? हमें बच्चों को देखना है. बच्चों की आंखें बड़ी नोटी होती हैं, mischievous eyes, वो घुमाते रहते हैं. आप उनकी आंखें देख के समझ जाएंगे वो पढ़ना चाहते हैं, नहीं पढ़ना चाहते हैं, खेलना चाहते हैं, क्या करना चाहते हैं. And accordingly, please plan out. Okay? Now, empathy, the value of respect, self others. Okay? What would you do if compassion, kindness, yes, Jyoti rightly said, choosing to help others, broken bonds. Empathy say broken bonds can be mended. No one wants to befriend a bully. Okay. Support initiatives to weaker sections. Coping with stress. This is a very, common causes of stress जो बच्चों में होते हैं. Academic difficulties, the exam results, my God, the most difficult day. The children say, Papa, please आप मत जाइए. Let mama go and get the results. पता है पापा पिटाई लगाएंगे. Anyhow, so we as a teachers talk about the positive things of the child to the parent, then talk about education. What is education? ठीक है, डिग्री मिल जाती है, हो जाता है, but more important is how you handle people, how you handle things, how you cope up challenges. These are the common causes. Bullying, not getting what they want, peer pressure. बच्चों में खाली आप में स्ट्रेस नहीं है, बच्चों में भी स्ट्रेस है. सोशल गैप, गेटिंग स्कोल्डेड बाय पेरेंट्स, मैंने बताया. फैमिली इश्यूज होते हैं बच्चों में, उनका स्ट्रेस होता है. आजकल तो मम्मी पापा की लड़ाई इज वेरी कॉमन. ओके, आस्किंग पेरेंट्स फॉर मनी, पापा ने पैसा नहीं दिया तो लड़ाई हो गई. नॉट बीइंग अलाउड टू प्ले शाम के समय, नो कम बैक. ऑल दीज थिंग्स हैपन. सो लेट अस टॉक. नॉट अलाउड टू यूज गैजेट्स. ठीक है, इसमें लिमिटेशन होना है. लेट अस नॉट स्टॉप. पैंडेमिक ऑलरेडी हैज टॉट अस, बट लेट अस टेल देम हाउ टू लिमिट. नॉट अलाउड टू गो फॉर एक्सकर्शन. पूरी क्लास जा रही है, तुम नहीं जाओगे. वाई? बच्चा दुखी हो गया, जब तक बच्चे वापस नहीं आएंगे वो रोता रहेगा. So let us help the children in our ways. How to handle stress. Identify the sources of stress. Analyze how stress affects life. Find out ways to control. Focus on positive strength. Be positive. Okay, that is important. Now, mind control. This is most important. A perfect man's mind, it reflects everything, rejects nothing. It receives everything, but keeps nothing, like a mirror. Training the mind is essence of education. I tell you one thing, every child is a divine entity. See the divinity in the child and guide. Speak the divine language of heart flows out from deep within. See yourself as the self in the inner light of your heart. Mind controls. Mind is powerful. Okay. Let us guide children. बेचारे बच्चे क्लास में डिसिप्लिन से बैठते. Is it not the mind control? It is. Already they are in the class. They are the mind. They have controlled themselves. Similarly, we need to step forward and how they should further continue controlling the mind, not to pick up fights, not to succumb to peer pressure. All these slowly, as per their age, we need to guide them. As is the food, so is the mind. Results of wrong insufficient food, physical level disease होते हैं, emotional level insecurity, jealousy, anger होता है, intellectual level frustration होता है. So what is our role? To give them education well at physical level, emotional level, intellectual level and spiritual level. Spiritual doesn't mean religion. It means how we can tap the divinity of the child. आज बच्चा अच्छा होता है. Every child is like a gem. Okay, it needs to be brushed up. That's important. Can you see a railway track here? यहाँ आपको दिख रहा है रेलवे ट्रैक. ये आप एक टमाटर के पौधे को देख रहे हैं. शायद किसी यात्री ने इसे खा करके उसको फेंक दिया. ये पौधा मिट्टी को फाड़ कर नहीं बल्कि पत्थरों को चीर के बाहर आया है. और जब ये छोटा सा होगा तब शताब्दी, राजधानी और तूफान मेल दौड़ती ट्रेन में यहाँ से गुजर गई. लेकिन इसने सिर्फ बढ़ना सीखा और बढ़ते बढ़ते आखिर इसमें से एक टमाटर इसने जन्म दे दिया. न हाथ है, न पाँव है, न दिमाग है, लेकिन जीवित रहने के क्रम में मिट्टी और पानी तो मिलना चाहिए था, ये उसका हक था. लेकिन इस पौधे ने बिना जल, बिना मिट्टी, बिना सूर्य के अपने आप को बड़ा किया, फला फूला और जीवन का उद्देश्य उसने पूरा किया. जिन लोगों को लगता है कि हम असफल हो गए, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, तो उन्हें इस टमाटर से सीख लेनी चाहिए. असली जीवन जो है वह संघर्षों की कहानी है. okay? मैंने पहले बताया, जब तक सफल न हो तुम नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष मैदान का छोड़कर मत भागो तुम, कुछ किए बिना जय जयकार नहीं होती, मेहनत करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. बच्चों को सिखाना है, मैंने प्लांट कैन ग्रो, व्हाई कैन नॉट द चाइल्ड, राइट? जस्ट 1 minute, I go to the is not going. Yeah, positive impact. Positive impact is psychological, motivational, social, behavior, cognitive. Constructive learning happens. Okay. Role of a teacher. A great teacher is a continuous learner. A great teacher evolves. आपको पढ़ते रहना है. Don't think हमें सब कुछ आता. Believe me, every day we need to learn something. A great teacher is proactive, inspires, disciplines, innovates. Okay, that's when we talk of competencies of children. Why don't we talk of our competencies? हमारे में क्या अच्छा है, हम उसको लेके आगे बढ़े. That's important. Okay. If you want a child's mind to grow, you must first plant a seed. The child says, if you touch me soft and gentle, if you look at me and smile at me, if you listen to me and then talk to me, I will grow. Sweet child says, उसे क्या चाहिए? टीचर का अटेंशन, टीचर का प्यार. आप उसमें ये सब लाइफ स्किल्स इम्बाइब कर सकते हैं. ओके, हम वैल्यूज की बात करते हैं, empathy की बात करते हैं. All these things can be imbibed. I am a proud teacher. I would like to say that all of us, we should feel, I am a kingmaker who is far superior to a king. Therefore, I must handle children's mind very carefully. Thanks, Poonam. I slept and dreamt life was a beauty. I woke up and found life was a duty. Why? Because we are the creators of the future generation. आज के 10 साल के बाद जनरेशन कैसी होगी, ये हम टीचर्स आज deciding. Creating a friendly, supportive, stimulating, structured learning environment is our role. Catering to the needs of all, promoting mutual respect and individual empowerment, encouraging collaboration among teachers and students. I am a proud teacher. Strengthening community action in school, very important. Let us ensure that we are connected to the society. Why school is good? The teachers are good. Why are the teachers good? If the teachers are good, parents, students are good, and society gets affected. So we are great. I will simply say we all teachers are great. Let us be proud of ourselves. Role performance, be professional. Dynamism, you need to be dynamic. Encouraging collaboration among teachers and students. strengthen community actions in schools. That is important. Let us think on this, okay? Be tender towards the fault of others and stick towards own faults. हम दूसरों के दोष तो बहुत देखते हैं, अपने तो देखते नहीं हैं. So let us be tender towards the fault of others and stick towards our own faults. Pure heart is the best temple in the world. Believe in caring heart. They are rare. Heart is the ocean of sublime thoughts. Thanks, Jay. Thoughts centered self. Here it is to be done. The bright beginning made each day can become really dawn of the day of achievement. Live dynamically, think positively, plan out deliberately, pray ardently, achieve homely, correct minutely, and grow divinely. You are the best to develop life skills in the children. You can do it. Remember, develop social skill, emotional skill, thinking skill, and everybody is included into that. Okay. Now, conclusion is love is the greatest persuasive power in life. Divinizing emotions, elevate us. Pull your own strings. अपने आप को हमें देखना है. Don't waste time in pulling the strings of others. हम तो यही करते हैं. We should not do this. Don't search for the ideal person. Instead, search for the ideals in every person you meet. That is important. Okay. Success is a tribute that life pays to excellence. Okay. I would like to show a short video if I can show. Otherwise, I will tell the, thanks everyone. You can put a questions later. Parable. Open your eyes, break the shell, spread the wings to fly. Be brave, take risks. Okay. Nothing can substitute experience. So Swami Sopananda ji said, thank you, Yogeshwari. If you are intellectually and emotionally strong, even when someone is hurting, very important. If you are intellectually and emotionally strong, even somebody is hurting, you can take the onslaught without feeling the pain. We should be strong intellectually, emotionally. This is the life. Important life skill. We can do it. Yeah, 1 minute. I'll go back and let me see if I can play. Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a young, athletic boy, hungry for success, for whom winning was everything. And success was measured just by winning. One day, the boy was preparing himself for a running competition in his small village, himself and 2 other young boys to compete. A large crowd had gathered to witness the sporting spectacle, and a wise old man, upon hearing of the little boy, had traveled far to bear witness also. The race commenced, looking like a level heat at the finishing line. But sure enough, the boy dug deep and called on his determination, strength, and power. He took the winning line and was first. The crowd was ecstatic and cheered and waved at the boy. The wise man remained still and calm, expressing no sentiment. The little boy, however, felt proud and important. A second race was called, and 2 new, young, fit challengers came forward to run with the little boy. The race was started, and sure enough, the little boy came through and finished first once again. The crowd was ecstatic again and cheered and waved at the boy. Wise man remained still, calm, again expressing no sentiment. The little boy, however, felt proud and important. Another race, pleaded the little boy. The wise old man stepped forward and presented the little boy with 2 new challengers, an elderly frail lady and a blind man. "What is this?" quizzed the little boy. "This is no race," he exclaimed. "Race," said the wise man. The race was started, and the boy was the only finisher. The other 2 challengers left standing at the starting line. The little boy was ecstatic. He raised his arms in delight. The crowd, however, were silent, showing no sentiment toward the little boy. "What has happened? Why not do the people join in my success?" he asked the wise old man. "Race again," replied the wise man. "This time, finish together, all 3 of you. Finish together," continued the wise man. The little boy thought a little, stood in the middle of the blind man and the frail old lady, and then took the two challengers by the hand. The race began, and the little boy walked slowly, ever so slowly, to the finishing line and crossed it. The crowd were ecstatic and cheered and waved at the boy. The wise man smiled, gently nodding his head. The little boy felt proud and important. Old man, I understand not. Who are the crowd cheering for? Which one of us three? Asked the little boy. The wise old man looked into the little boy's eyes, placing his hands on the boy's shoulders, and replied softly, Little boy, for this race you have won much more than in any race you have ever ran before. And for this race, the crowd cheer not for any winner. You see, in life, in your life, what are you running for? Are you hungry for success? Is winning the only measurement for you in your life? Who are you running against? And if you always win against everybody, then soon the people will stop cheering for you. At the end of your life, if you look back, the question is, who was running next to you in this race? If they were weaker and old, did you help them to get across the line? Did you all finish together? Because that is the best race you can ever run. Once upon a time.
So, what is the message? That let us be together, let us help each other, and imbibe life skills in the children. I stop sharing here. Okay. Any questions you can put in the chat box. I'm here. Thank you everyone for being so patient and listening. Okay. Any questions you can ask.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wonderful session.
Okay. Okay. No questions? Very nice interacting with you all. And I could make out that all of you are very attentive with the comments and listening carefully. Thank you so much. I also enjoyed the session. If no question, then let me see when we meet again. Okay. Thank you so much for being so patient and listening to me.
Thank you, ma'am.